Well, good morning from Wells, Nevada at the Love's truck stop. Looks like the weather's going to kind of warm up a little bit. That's great. Well, anyway, what I was going to say is that sometimes some ideas are not as good as others. And one of my not so good ideas was trying to put this big box on my back bumper. It was just flat too heavy. It was okay for freeway driving, but not for bouncing up and down rocky, steep, horrible forest roads. And so the bumper started coming off. So you can see here, the weld is separating right there, and it's doing the same underneath. Also this one, it's really coming apart. So this whole bumper is going to come off, hopefully not in the freeway. So I can't even put my spare tire on it now. So what I've had to do is I've had to bring it inside, much to my dismay. So there's the refrigeration unit, the toolbox, my rubber mat, and the spare tire is right here, and its mount. So I have to kind of clamber over that. Spotty doesn't mind though, nor does Gingy boy. How you doing, Gingy, this morning? All right. Oh, you dug some of my dirty laundry out of there. Put it back in. And I'll let you want to dig around in there and you pull my laundry out. Okay, so I suppose I'll just have to find somebody to weld the bumper back on someday in the future. Have a great day. Bye. God bless. Something that occurred to me not long after my first wife divorced me and ran off with our daughters, who I basically never saw again and who still won't talk to me to this day even. God can work a miracle for you, many miracles in fact, but we're still free to mess them up if we, are stupid, and I guess a lot of us are. Now, Spotty here is the only one of my cats that will really come up and lay in my lap and cuddle with me and purr. The others will get their pets and brushes, but they leave. And it's been a couple of months, and his favorite spot is next to the litter box, next to the toolbox. And he's been lying on another toolbox for a couple of months, and it finally just occurred to me that I should put something soft for him to lay on there instead of just on the metal toolbox. So I don't have a piece of carpet or anything like that. So I just put down a piece of, well, not a piece, one of my jeans, so he can lay on my jeans and smell like he's on my lap. So, and you can see he's kind of really relating pretty well to that. Okay. Nice, Spotty. I think this is a bridge for animals to cross the freeway. Since I saw a sign that said deer crossing area, that's pretty nifty. Now it's evident that that piece of rock there broke off of this piece of rock here, and they tilted backwards in opposite directions. That was probably quite an earthquake when they did that. Well, I finally found somebody who's going slower than me even. These yellow bushes along the roadside just love all the extra CO2 from the cars going by. However, if you have allergies to bushes with yellow flowers, that might be a problem. I don't, fortunately. Well, over time, I think I've saved quite a bit of gas by coasting down hills. But out here, there's just no coasting to be done. Oh well. There's an interesting formation out there. I wonder if that's a leftover basalt core of an old volcano that's crumbling after the dirt around it got washed away. You can see the watermarks on the other hills. This used to be a really big lake. So that might have washed away all the dirt from the volcanic core there. That's interesting. Salt Lake City, crazy place. People are crazy to stop here anyway. Great big mountains. Love the mountains. Hate the traffic. Love the mountains. Hate the city. This place is like trying to drive in Los Angeles. Let's see, 80 east to Cheyenne. That's my turnoff. Okay, here we go. Here we go. University of Utah. Boy, that guy put a lot of money into that rig. Probably spent more money than that I've earned in my whole life. Love the mountains though. Better watch where I'm going. Well, let's see, I'm going uphill, so I'm going slower and slower. Begin variable speed zone. Variable speed zone. Well, yeah, my speed's variable, getting slower and slower. Watch out for these people. Hospitals. Yeah, I don't want to end up in the hospital. Okay, here we go. Boy, those are sure beautiful mountains over there. Looks like we're gonna go through the canyon here, huh? Everybody else is roaring by. Speed limit's 65. I don't get to go that fast unless it's downhill. Where are we going? Speed limit's 55. I'm going about 45. Chain up area. No, I don't need no chains, thankfully. Oh, looks like a beautiful canyon. Some red dirt. And I'm finally getting up to highway speed. Yay. This would be a beautiful drive if it wasn't for all the crazy people in their cars. Boy, oh boy. So here we're going through a bottleneck in the canyon. Oh, and there's a deer warning sign, but no deer could cross this road safely. No sirree. Well, this would be great if I was a Formula One race car driver like Mario Andretti, but I'm not. Just trying to keep from getting ran over by all these speed demons on the freeway. Yeah, this is just like coming up out of Beverly Hills in Los Angeles, except somewhat prettier. I do like the mountains. Beautiful mountains. Yeah, this world would be a wonderful place if it wasn't for all the crazy people in it. Anyway, looks like we're going to continue snaking through this canyon for a while. I would not want to try this in the winter time with snow and ice on the road. No siree. Maybe I'll change lanes here. Get the slow lane where I belong. There we go. Wonder how long this goes before we get to come out on the other side. Sure is pretty. Can't spend much time looking at the beautiful scenery though. I'll end up as somebody's roadkill. Slower traffic, use flashers. Well, I will if I get down to 40 miles an hour, which happens fairly often. It's not quite like driving on Germany's Autobahn, but I think I get the same feeling. I'm actually doing 65, but at this speed it feels and sounds from the road noise more like going 85 or 95. Okay, looks like we're coming out of the canyon. A beautiful canyon. Sign says East Canyon, a half mile. Well, I suppose so. I'm heading east and I'm coming out of the canyon. 60 miles an hour, crookeder than a snake's back. Okay. I can do it, but I won't do it at 60, I don't think. Slow moving vehicles ahead. Use right 2 lanes. Yes, sir, I will do that. It's pretty out here, though. Okay, there's some beautiful meadows on the side. Really bad road here. Thin slides. Well, I'm going slow enough where I got to shift down, so I'm going to stop the video. Well, I actually passed somebody that was going slower than me. That's because he was stopped and his engine was broke down. Well, I finally found somebody going slower than me, but I think if I tried to pass him, I'd probably get ran over. Oh well, just have to go along here slow with my flashers on in second gear. Okay, that's the story for now. Looks like the trees are starting to turn color already. That's kind of pretty too. Oh, there's somebody going slower than me. Oh, he's not going at all. Well, okay, well, there you go. Sure, it's pretty. Wish that concrete wall wasn't there. But I suppose it helps people keep from driving off the road while they're looking around rubbernecking. Looks like some beautiful clouds coming up in the future here. Okay, well, more to come. Yeah, alrighty. Don't run into the back of that truck. Well, he's not going a lot slower than I am, but we're getting there. I have just slightly more power to weight ratio than he does, I guess. Boy, those trees on the mountainside are sure pretty. Kind of reddish, orangish. All right, I can finally change lanes. Now we get to go downhill for a while. That's the fun part for me. Coasting is the only time I can get to keep up with traffic, sort of. I don't think everybody else is coasting though. I think they have their foot in the gas. I'm afraid I'd blow up my little mouse motor going this fast. Beautiful little alpine town though. Okay. I guess I'm going slow enough. I better put it back in gear so I keep up with traffic, kind of. Well, after driving on the Great Salt Flats for what seemed like eternity, this area is just really beautiful, refreshing to the old eyeballs. Well, except for the trucks. Too many trucks. Well, I guess that's what keeps America moving. Oh boy, we get to go through another canyon. At least it's not as crazy as the last one. Oh, I guess it's not a canyon after all. Not a deep one anyway. Toll Gate Promontory. There's some real rock piles up there. I wonder what that is. It's like Mono Lake Tufa or something. Some real rock piles over there too. That's very interesting. Too bad the sun's in the wrong place. Okay, well, before I run into the back of this guy, this truck driver seems to be in a bigger hurry than the others. Maybe he's lighter. He kind of reminds me of a expression used among airplane pilots. There's bold pilots and there's old pilots, but there's no bold old pilots. Yeah, I believe that. Okay, maybe that applies to drivers also. Well, I guess I can outrun him, so I guess I'll get behind him. Beautiful country though. Okay, here we go. I'm slow on the freeway again. Well, everybody I passed running down the hill, racing down the hill, has passed me back up again. So, oh well, I guess that's just the way it goes. The scenery sure is beautiful though. Love the clouds. And this is no way to do a travel log. One ship, commas. Anyway, yep, it's beautiful. Snow fence is kind of scary to me. I wouldn't want to live here in the winter. Sure is pretty though. I love green fields. Love mowing lawns. It's one of the things I enjoyed doing when I was in college. Mowing lawns. There's quite a rock pile over there. And speedy people on the freeway. Zoom, there they go. Oh, there's some cows. I'm not particularly fond of cows, but I like the pastoral scenes with a tree in the field. This is a beautiful place in the summer. Come on. What am I going to do with all this candy? Well, I guess I'll leave it here in the gas station, I guess. Well, it's too bad the parade didn't throw money. I could really go for that. Candy? Not so much. Stop fooling with the electric blanket controller. One of the bad things about living in an RV, small one, is that if you leave a drawer out, you might actually back into the thing and break it. Is that what I did here? A little cheapy thing off of there. What happened here? Yep, sure did. Broke that bugger right off of there, didn't I? What an idiot. Well, I have to put some glue on that, I guess. Glue my whole life together. Oh boy. Well, I guess the old saying is still true. You get what you pay for. Buy a cheap electric blanket, works 3 times and quits. Ah, well. So this Fabric Fusion glue I'm going to spray in here. It's a ripoff. It's just basically watered down Elmer's glue. I wonder if it'll work on plywood. Ah, well. This is probably not the way to do it. So, is this clamp job going to be an adequate fix? Who knows? Well, I suppose I'll find out in the morning.